Hi everyone, welcome to DG Virtual Academy. We are so excited you could join us. Do not attempt any of these exercises without adult supervision. Also, be aware of your surroundings. Make sure the area you are doing gymnastics is on the grass or a panel mat. Remove any objects or people from the area to avoid hurting yourself or anyone else. Hi everybody, on today's domestic drills, we're going to be switching gears a little bit for the 3 o'clock time slot. My name's Coach Amber. I am primarily the Jumpstart Program Director at Downriver Gymnastics, but I've also been coaching in our rec program as well as Excel Bronze the entire time I've been working. My actual first gymnastics class was a Bluegill, so this is going to be fun for me to get to go back a little bit. So I promise I know what I'm talking about. I don't just teach babies, but you'll see me coaching a lot of littles and then my Excel Bronzes when I'm at the gym. I also coach adult gymnastics. So if you've never done adult or gymnastics and you are a little bit older or an adult and want to learn, this is a great place for you to start. We're working on beginners for 8 and up today, which again is called our Bluegill class at Downriver Gymnastics. So we're going to start with some beam things today so that we can get our bodies moving. Now, I'm silly and have blue painter's tape with a blue mat, so I'm going to actually skip this part. But if you're at home and you are on maybe some carpeted floor, or if you can get outside, you can dry it with sidewalk chalk, or you can use painter's tape. Make sure your beam is about 4 inches wide. That's how big a beam is. And if you need an example, I did do it on Tuesday's Hoppin' at Home. If you want to just click on it real quick, check out the beam I made. You just make 4 strips that will equal a beam with painter's tape on your floor, and it comes up, I promise, parents, you don't have to kill me, but that way you can make a beam. Or if you have an at-home vinyl foldable beam, that's great. Go grab it because we're going to be working on beam today. No. Okay, we're going to start with our warm-up that we would normally do in the gym. Now, if you want to, you can run back and forth. I know there's not a ton of place. I don't know if any of you have a full spring floor in your house, but I certainly don't. So I'm going to do everything in place. If you want to actually move, you can, but I'm going to do everything in place. So ready? First, we're going to run with our knees up. Then kick your butt. My dog's not going to like this. And one arm circle. And the other one. Hi, Tucker. And both. Good. Now we're going to step up into releve, arms nice and tight. We'll talk more about releve if you've never done this before. But basically get on your tiptoes and walk a little bit. Good. Now, because you don't feel like that was enough to get my heart moving, let's run a little bit more. And go, go. And sprint. Go, 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 go. Good. That should do it. If you still need a little bit more of a warm-up, hit 15 jumping jacks real quick. Hit the pause button. I'm not going to do much more because I'm pretty good. Okay. Hello. Hi, Handsome. We're going to go ahead and start stretching. This is my dog, Tucker. He may get in the way a little bit, but that's okay because he's pretty cute. Say hi, Tucker. Hi. Yes. Okay. So first we're going to reach to one side. I'm going to choose my right first and reach. Go 1, 2, 3. Try to touch your nose to your knee. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And switch. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. To the middle. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Let's flex. And pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And to the middle one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. We're moving on to pike. And pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure your knees are straight. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Flex those feet. Grab those toes if you can. Again, make sure your knees are straight. So if you can only grab your ankles, that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm still sore from Move It Monday, so whew, this is feeling good. All right, pull in those butterflies and we're gonna push these knees down. Remember, no stretching should be super painful. So don't do this really fast and, break both of your hips. Do it nice and slow, and you should just feel a little tingling, maybe a little bit of like, ooh, I'm stretching, but no pain should ever happen in stretching. Okay, ready? And push. Good. And push your toes out to a diamond and head down. Very good. We're going to do our ankles. Roll those ankles out. And switch. Good. We need some music. And let's switch. I have a beatboxing friend in the corner. That's silly. And pull up that knee. We're going to stretch the back of that leg. Whew, like I said, my knees or legs are sore from Move It Monday. If you need a good leg workout, go do Move It Monday because it was tricky. The Cupid Shuffle is by far the worst concoction I have ever made. Switch those legs, and it hurts, and it's good for your cardio. So, this feels good. All right, let's take that one arm, pull it across your body, and give it a hug. And switch it. Very good. Arm up and over, grab your elbow. And switch. And I think I forgot to mention that we're going to be doing some Pike level drills today too. So if you're in Pike class and you listen to the opener and you're like, Miss Amber, I'm in Pike, this is going to be good for you too because I'll give on the Pike add-ons if you're in Pike, okay? That's our intermediate level. Let's do our next side, to side. And down and up. And around in circles. Very good. Let's do our seal stretch. Remember, feet stay together behind you. Push those hips to the ground and arch, arch, arch. Good. You should feel this in your abs. And back to a cat stretch. Push those armpits to the ground as low as you can get. Make sure your arms are nice and straight. This is not a cat stretch. Meow. Very good. We're going to do our wrists. Fingers towards me, forward, hand backward. Unless your tablet is crooked. Just realized that I could be anywhere in your house, really. And fingers towards you. Flip them over. And side to side, bring it around town. And reverse it. Down around it, bring. I should learn how to say that with the letters backwards. Shake them, shake them, shake them. Very good. Okay, if you know how and you're ready to do a bridge, go ahead and do some of your bridges just to make sure your back is really warmed up. If you don't know how yet, that's okay. Our seal stretch should have stretched our back enough and our shoulders and everything. But if you want to do bridges, go right ahead, hit that pause button and do them. We don't need bridges today to do our beam though, so we can, if you don't know how, it's okay. I'm not going to do any. Okay. We're going to move on to our beam basics, and I'm kind of going to fly through these. So if you've never been on a beam before, this is a good place to start. We're going to do our walking first, then we're going to work into releve, we're going to do some passe holds, and we're actually going to get into a lunge and a T today. So that's going to be the first half of our lever, and we're going to kind of fly through some of the beginning part. I'm going to give some Pike add-ons so that those kids have something to do, but just so you do know, that's what's on our agenda today. So you would stand on your beam. Again, I was pretty silly and have the wrong color tape, and I'm going to just do them on my mat. But if you want an extra challenge, go ahead and put your beam down. Now, when we walk on a beam, we're going to use our belly tight the whole time. Our arms are either going to be glued to our head or they're going to be out like this with our palms facing backwards. Nice soft fingers, okay? So we're going to start with forward. I'm going to put my arms up for this one. And when you walk on a beam, you're going to want to go toe ball heel. You don't want to slam your foot into the beam. That just makes an awful noise, okay? So we're going to walk, arms up, and we're going to step, 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 step. When we get to the end, we're going to turn around, and we're going to go back. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. If you think you need more practice on that, go ahead, hit that pause button, practice it a couple more times. I'm going to move on just because if you've walked on a beam before, you don't want to do that 50 times. So we're going to do back, sideways now. Arms out, palms back, and we're going to open and close. Awesome. And when we go back, we're going to leave our belly facing the same way. That way we're using our non-dominant leg. Open and close, open and close. See, I almost fell over there. Okay, we're going to go backwards now. So same concept with our belly tight and our arms up. And taking that toe ball heel step. When you go backwards, you never want to turn around and look. So if you're on an elevated beam, you can tap with your foot. And if you go off the end of that beam, don't take that step. So when you're at the gym and you're doing this, you'll want to tap. You can't really feel the difference on a mat. So if you want to practice tapping, you can. But I'm going to show you just to be able to do it. But obviously, we're not going to feel the difference. So we're going to go arms up, belly tight. Make your fingers into a crown and step, 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 step. Now, once we think we're getting to the end, we're going to tap, tap. Again, I'm not going to feel a difference because I'm on a flat surface, but if you have a beam, you'll feel it. For instance, we would go right off the edge here, okay? Arms up, step, 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 tap, tap. Good. Okay, if you're a Pike student and all of that was easy peasy, we're going to go on to releve. If you're not quite ready for releve, that's okay. Pick your favorite walk and we're going to do it again. But if you're ready, we're going to go on to a releve walk. So for a releve position, everybody can practice this part with me. We're going to go up on our toes. We're going to make our legs nice and straight, our bellies nice and tight, and we're going to reach up and glue those arms to our head. Now, when you do your releves, you want your foot to be right behind the other one. So you want your heel to be on the other foot. So we're going to go here, step, walk, and hold, okay? So that's going to be our releve position. Let's practice just holding that releve first. Ready, set, go. Step, walk, hold, 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 and come down. It's a little harder than you'd think. Let's try it with the other foot too, because you should be able to balance on both. Ready? I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Step, walk, hold, 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 and down. Very good. So now if you're ready, we can go on to releve walking. Again, if you're not ready to do this, it's okay. So we're going to use our legs nice and straight. We're going to step, walk, and we're not going to bend our legs when we walk in releve, okay? Notice I'm staying on the ball of my foot. My heels stay off the beam. I'm nice and straight up and down, and you have to keep that belly tight. That's why it's hard for me to talk, okay? Ready? Step, walk, and step, 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 step. Very good. That was hard, okay? So that was our Pike add-on. We're going to go into passe, and we're going to talk about the passe position next. All right. If at any time you need a drink, make sure you have some water next to you so that you can hit that pause button and get a drink. Staying hydrated when you do these workouts is super important. So grab your cup, a water bottle, whatever it may be, get a drink real quick, and make sure you are staying hydrated. Okay, our next portion of this video is going to be discussing passe. Now, we use passe in our half turns. We use passe in our marches, and passe is just an overall pretty important position. So we're going to make sure we've got a good passe so that later on we can build up to being able to do it solid. We're going to put our hands on our hips. We're going to take our first leg, and this is going to be our base leg, and make it nice and straight. Pull up on that kneecap so it doesn't bend, and we're going to stay on the ball of our foot is where your weight should be. So we're going to put our hands up, and we're going to hold. Now, notice my foot is glued to my other leg, and it's in a nice gymnast butt. This is not pretty. This looks like a clown. So we're going to hold it, hold it, hold it, and step. Very good. Let's try the other foot. Ready? Hold it, hold it, hold it, and step. Good job. Now, you want that top leg to be nice and flat, too. So if you have something you can hold on to balance it, that would be great. I'm looking around trying to find something. I don't know if I have anything down here. But We'll take my AirPods container. It looks like French fries. You want something a little bit bigger than this, but my home studio doesn't have a ton of toys in it. So we're gonna hit that passe, we're gonna put something on, and we're gonna hold it. Woo! I'm falling over. It's okay, it takes some practice. So we're gonna put the hand on the hip, and we're gonna hold. And don't let it fall down, okay? So if you know that you wanna practice more passes after this video, go ahead and grab something like a stuffed animal, a bean bag if you've got one, something big enough that you can balance on your leg to make sure it's nice and straight and you can hold it, okay? So we're gonna do a couple laps of passe marches. Now, everyone can do this, Bluegill and Pike, because if you're a Pike, you should be lifting up to releve in between, okay? So I'm gonna show the Bluegill version first. Hands on hips, step, passe, step, passe, step, passe, turn it around. Okay, I'm gonna go up to releve this time. If you're a Bluegill or a beginner, stick with your passes, okay? Lift down. Lift down. Cool? It's a little tricky, huh? Let's do one more strip. Passe. Passe. Hi, Tucker. My doggy's back. Passe. Good. And then we're going to kick it back. Passe. 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 Good. Very good job. And you've got that passe down now, don't you? Make sure you practice your body positions. It's super important for beam, having everything posture-wise, up tall. Eventually, when you get into those turns, that passe is going to be so important. My Excel bronzes will tell you that I yell that word on beam more than any other word in the gym, okay? So we're gonna talk about the T shape. So what we're looking for is first we're gonna start with a good lunge. We're gonna start with our favorite foot in front. Our back leg is going to be straight. Our front leg is going to be bent. Our arms are glued to our head and our belly's nice and tight. This is a good lunge. So ready? Everybody first step in, feet together, and we're going to go step, lunge. Good. Let's do one more. Ready? Step, lunge. Okay, just for kicks and giggles to make sure we're not off balance, let's try our bad foot too. So feet together, step, lunge. Good, we should be using that non-dominant leg yet. Ready? Step, lunge. Very good. We're gonna move on to the T, okay? So this is good for everyone, Bluegill, Pike, anybody. If you're on an elevated beam and you're a Bluegill or a beginner, you may wanna step down to the floor. If you're a Pike, you can stay on that beam, but just to make sure, if you're on elevation, I would start on the floor if you're a beginner, then work your way onto a beam because that bottom leg balancing is kind of tricky. So we're gonna start with that dominant foot, step, lunge, arms glued to the head. We're gonna rock forward, and if this is as far as you get for right now, that's okay, okay? I'm gonna give you some drills to get to that T motion, but we're gonna step into that lunge, and we're gonna rock to a T, and stand back up. I have a hard time holding these, and especially I told you guys during stretches, I'm a little sore. So we're going to try it again. Arms up and step, T. Woo! See? It's okay to fall. It takes a lot of practice. If you can hold these for 5 seconds, that's great. Okay? So ready? Step in and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. If you held it for that 5 seconds, you're a rock star. Okay, one thing we can do is going to be against a wall. So I'm going to use my wall back here, and hopefully you guys can see me because this is kind of a weird camera angle. You know what? I'm actually going to move you. So ready? You get a tour of my basement real quick. Woo! Okay, that'll work great. Okay, so we're going to step this way. We're going to put our lunge with our hips towards the wall. That way we can use this wall to hold our T. We're going to lunge, and notice I'm not very on top of this wall. If you're too close, you're going to get a really wonky T, okay? So make sure you're nice and far away so that you can get your reach going for this T. We're lunging, and we're T'ing to the wall, holding, 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 and stepping back up. Now, did you see how my back leg kind of got all wonky? That's because I wasn't using my belly, okay? So make sure you're staying nice and tight, using that belly to try to balance this out and hold it, okay? So we're gonna step in to that good lunge and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and step it back up. Very good. Let's try it again. Ready? Lunge and reach. 1, 2, 3,
4, make sure your toes are pointed. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and pull it back up. If you can, and you're a Pike, and you think you can do this without the wall for 10 seconds, I want to see. Have your parents email me a video of you doing it to instructional@downrivergymnastics.net, because you're a rock star if you can do that. That is very tough to do for 10 full seconds, okay? All right, that's all I have for today. You guys were awesome. Make sure you're still practicing at home. We've got a lot coming. Every Thursday at 3 o'clock, I'm going to be doing this level for all 4 events, okay? So stick with us and we'll get you moving, cool? Hit that subscribe button, like this if you like this video, and we are hoping to get back into that gym and see you guys soon.
Thanks for watching this presentation of Downriver Gymnastics Virtual Academy. If you liked this video, give it a like below or comment so we have some extra feedback. Want more videos like this one? Hit that subscribe button because we are going to be coming non-stop with fun things you can do at home. Thanks for watching Downriver Gymnastics Virtual Academy.